Good day, ladies and gents, this is Leo from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Roundup, and I'll be rounding up this week's Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, OCG, and Master Duel news. All sources will be linked in the description below. Thank you YG Organization for continuing to report all things Yu-Gi-Oh! And the translators for allowing players to continue to choreograph new support ahead of the TCG schedule. We appreciate all the work you've done for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. Disclaimer, I will only be covering news in relation to the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, OCG, and Master Duel formats, as we do not have an official TCG Rush Duel format, and all merchandise and anime related news will be omitted from this roundup. These videos are more so about getting people up to speed on the latest Yu-Gi-Oh! Physical card game news of the week, so I'll only be highlighting a few key cards from any of the new card reveals. First, I recommend you make your own opinion of the new reveals after reading what the rest of the new revealed cards do. Without further ado, let's begin the news roundup.
We'll start off the Master Duel news. The past 2 weeks, the Duelist Cup has been going on for some time, and as of uploading this video, it should be complete by now. Hope you accumulate your points and complete those missions. A new has also shown up with the Unchained Abomination, which you can obtain with 300 gems. Gandora X has received a text update in Master Duel in the Japanese text, which now matches the current TCG ruling where it burns for the original attack instead of the current attack. Besides that, the card is still forbidden, but we may see it leave the list someday. Today should be the launch of the new selection pack in Record of Noble Spirits, which will include the brand new Fire Fiend Link Free monster that will launch in Phantom Nightmare, Promethean Princess, Bestower of Flames, along with a new ban list which unbans Yatagarasu and Telonite Ptolemaeus and unlimits Blaster, the Dragon Ruler of Infernos. That's all for Master Duel news. Since we're on the topic of the Promethean Princess, Bestower of Flames, we should talk about what it does and cover the Phantom Nightmare cards that have come out the past 2 weeks. As mentioned, she is a link-free Fire Fiend Link effect monster with 2700 attack, link arrows pointing left, down, and right, requiring 2 or more effect monsters. You can only use the second and third effects of this card's name each once per turn. You have special summon monsters except fire monsters. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 fire monster from your graveyard. If a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field while this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 fire monster you control and 1 monster your opponent controls, destroy them. If you do, special summon this card. This card's got some good synergy with some of the fire decks that we have out now. Salamander can make use of this card as they will be locked into fire monsters with Salamander of Fire. And if this card is in the grave along with Rage Phoenix, you can have another Salamander monster on the field, destroy that Salamander monster and the opponent's monster. She comes back thanks to her effect, and since Rage Phoenix has a Salamander monster be destroyed, it gets revived as well with a nice boost to its attack. Pretty great synergy overall. This card will be pretty nice to have, I'm sure. Next on the new reveals is EMP Grimiald, a level 2 Dark Cybers effect monster with 800 attack and no defense. You can only special summon this card by its first effect once per turn. Also, you can only use the second effect once per turn. If there is a Link monster on the field or in either graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. If a Link 2 monster you control is sent to the graveyard or banished face up, except during the damage turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard if it was there when the monster was sent or banished, or hand even if not, then target 1 card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. This is a pretty nice extender. It's a Cybers, so Cybers decks have another card that just keeps their combo going, and it's got a nice interruption if a Link 2 leaves the field. So synergize well with IP and SP when they leave the field with their own effects. I like this card, and it's cute with the naming button. On to our Mega Man lookalike, we have Enigmaster Packbit, a level 8 Water Cyber Synchro effect monster with 2900 attack and 2500 defense, requiring 1 tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. This card is synchro summoned or sent to the graveyard. You can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls or 1 monster in your graveyard. Discard 1 card, and if you do, place that target face-up in its own Dispel and Trap zone as a continuous trap. During either player's turn, while this card is treated as a continuous trap, you can special summon 1 face-up monster from your Spell and Trap zone. This card has some synergies with decks like Centurion, Crystal Beast, and Formidable that rely on having their monster cards in the Spell and Trap zone. It's cool to bring them back up when they can. It's also a target interruption to send with Ultimate Slayer or Terrax, as both can send the Cyber Synchro to the grave to trigger the effect to turn a monster into a continuous trap. I like that they're experimenting more with monsters that can be put in the Spell and Trap zone. Would like to see what else they do with it. Here's a cute one. We got Flip monster support in Master of Ham, a level 5 Earth Beast Fusion effect monster with 2100 attack and 1850 defense, requiring 2 Beast monsters. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. This card is fusion summoned or flip face up. You can special summon 1 flip monster from your hand or deck in face down defense position. This card is in the graveyard. You can banish 2 flip monsters from your graveyard and or face up field. Special summon this card in face defense position, but banish it when it leaves the field. This one's cute. Brings out a flip monster for the interruption plays and also brings itself back for the grind game. I'll be honest, I don't know what flip monster we use in this day and age, besides some Shadow or Subterra deck, but it's nice that they're still supporting it in some way, shape or form. A brand new counter trap in the form of Iron Thunderhammer. When a spell or trap or monster effect is activated in the field, pay half your life points, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Then destroy all cards in the spell and trap zone and monster zone in the same column. This card is so simple yet so effective at the same time. It's an omni-negate that also has column shenanigans, which is super cool. I can manage to be sided in for going first or for trap heavy decks like Dynamorphia. Here's a quick play spell for you. Earthbound Fusion. You can only use the second effect of this card name once per turn. If there are no cards in the field zone, you can only activate this card during the main phase. Fusion summon one Dark Fusion monster from your deck using materials from your hand and or field as material. During your main phase, if there is a card in the field zone, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one Earthbound monster from your hand or graveyard. Also, you can now special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except Fusion and Synchro monsters. Interesting Fusion card. I can imagine there are some Dark Fusion monsters you can make on the opponent's turn that you'll be able to use as interruption, and the second effect is a nice bonus for Earthbounds. We'll have to wait and see for this. It's nice that Earthbounds are getting some love this time around. A normal trap now. Terrors of the Neverreach. Target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon to their field, then you can banish one monster they control, then return one of your opponent's banished monsters to the graveyard. This card is in your graveyard except the turn it was sent there, you can banish it, then target one level 1 monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, then you can set one Terrors of the Underroot, Terrors of the Overroot, or Terrors of the Neverroot directly from your deck. I'm not familiar with what the other Terrors traps do, but I'm sure they are relatively strong, as cards can have some niche uses to banish some problematic cards on the field. I'll bring out a monster that's not so useful though. We'll see how the trap play is like this one. Here we have a level 10 light machine effect monster in Intermatica Chronicles. It has 3000 attack and 2500 defense. Can't be normal summoned or set, must first be special summoned from your hand or graveyard if your opponent activates a monster effect in their hand or graveyard during this duel. You can only special summon Intermatica Chronicles once per turn. Once per turn, if your opponent activates a monster effect, you can make this card gain a fast attack. If this card is sent to the graveyard except from the hand or deck, shuffle it into the deck. This card's okay, I guess. It just gets bigger and bigger as more monster effects trigger fit on the field, and recycles itself back to the deck when it leaves the field. That's all I can say about it. Alright, big chunky wonky now. We have now aroma cards in the form of one new effect monster, one new fusion, one new link, one new spell, and one new trap. There's two cards I will cover. Aromalilith Rosalina is a level 1 dark plant tuner effect monster with no attack or defense. You're going to use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. Quick effect, you can discard this card, then target one aroma monster you control, gain life points equal to its half its attack. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can special summon one aroma non-tuner from your deck. Also, you can special summon monsters for the rest of this turn, except plant monsters. The first effect is cool for time, but the second effect is just a one card combo. As soon as you summon her, she brings out a friend, and yay! Arrow Mage Jasmine. Then you can just combo from there. It's a nice thing to have, but I'm sure the big scary plant deck that's encroaching the meta will love this card for sure. Then we have the link-free Aromalilith Rosemary, a link-free dark plant link effect monster with 2200 attack. Link arrows pointing down left, down, and down right, requiring 2 or more plant monsters. You're going to use the first, second, and third effects of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is special summon, you can add one aroma card from your deck to your hand. If you gain life points even during the damage step, you can special summon up to 3 aroma monsters from your hand to your zones this card points to. You contribute one monster this card points to, then target one card on the field, banish it, and if you do, gain 1000 life points. This is getting the Raging Phoenix treatment in that it brings this out lets you search out an archetypal card from the deck, and it's got a nice removal with the tribute where it points to. However, I do wish that was a quick effect so it can be interruption on the opponent's turn, but beggars can't be choosers. This card's pretty cool. Nice tools all around for the aromas. And an even bigger chunky wonky Raidraptor support, baby! We have ourselves 2 new effect monsters, 2 new Xyz monsters, 2 new spells, 1 quick play and 1 continuous, and 1 new trap card. I'll cover 3 of the cards here. Raidraptor Bloom Vulture is a level 4 Dark Wing Beast effect monster with 300 attack and 1900 defense. You can only use one effect among the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn, and only once that turn. Also, during the turn you activate these effects, you cannot special summon monsters except dark monsters. If all face-up monsters you control are Winged Beast monsters, you can special summon this card and one Raidraptor monster from your hand. If you control no monsters, you can target 2 level 4 or lower Raidraptor monsters in your graveyard, including this card, special summon them in defense position. This card's a solid extender. If you use the first effect, you can use the second effect for follow-up in case something happens to your board. It's a solid card, but definitely can see it be a one-off as it can break very easily, I feel. Now let's talk about their brand new towers. Raidraptor's Rising Rebellion Falcon, a rank 13 Dark Wing Beast Xyz effect monster with 4000 attack and 3500 defense. requiring 5 level 13 winged beast monsters. If this card is Exceed summoned, you can destroy as many cards your opponent controls as possible. Then, if this card has 3 or more Raidraptor Exceeds monsters with different names as material, inflict damage to your opponent equal to destroy monster's total original attack. It is unaffected by other cards effects, and once per turn you can detach 3 materials from this card, then target 1 Raidraptor Exceeds monster in the graveyard, replace this effect with that monster's original effects until the end phase. This is nasty, a brand new rank 13, and it's a towers, with a pretty crazy destroy and burn effect which can possibly kill the opponent if they are not careful. The combo effect may also come in handy as well, so don't sleep on that. But how does one bring out a rank 13, especially if it's on the opponent's turn, to proc the destruction effect? Welcome the new quick play spell, Rise Rank Up Magic Raidraptor's Force. You can only activate 1 card of this card's name per turn. During either main phase or the opponent's battle phase, target 1 or more Raidraptor Exceeds monsters you control and or graveyard, including 1 on the field, special summon from your extra deck, 1 Raidraptor Exceeds monster whose rank equals the total ranks of those 2 or more monsters, and if you do, attach those monsters to it as material. This is treated as an Exceed summon, transfer their materials to the summoned monster. There we go, we now have a way to bring out the rank 13, and on the opponent's turn, thanks to it being a quick play. We just need enough Raidraptor Exceeds monsters that have their ranks add up to rank 13, and bam, Rising Rebellion Falcon. Sweet support they got this time around, can't wait to try it out. There were 12 cards that were revealed during the opening of Phantom Nightmare in the OCG. I recommend reading up on the card effects below in the description. To top the Phantom Nightmare reveals off, the bonus pack may include a quarter-century secret rare Yubel. How awesome! Now to round down the reveals, our next V-Jump promo is Surgical Striker Spectra, a Dark Link 4 monster that is related to the Sky Strikers. We'll find out more about this card's effects on November 7th. Premium Pack 24 it has been announced for the OCG, which means brand new support. Usually these tend to be anime or manga archetypes that they're supporting, so I'm keen to see what they have this time around. No release date has been announced just yet. Finally, the 25th Anniversary Rarity Collection list is now fully revealed. It is effectively the Japanese 25th Anniversary Rarity Collection, but minus Max C. This is such an exciting set, good luck to everyone who is purchasing and pulling for the set the coming week.
And that's a wrap. Thank you all for watching or listening to this video. I appreciate that you reached the end of this video. If you like these quick news roundup, please subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want more of this, and I will speak with you all in the next roundup.